Hi guys, welcome to Casting on Wednesdays, episode 26. You might be wondering what the hell's up with your voice. I have my retainers in, so I have a slight lisp. Don't worry, it's fine. I could do the whole 20 minutes like this. I honestly couldn't care less. But you guys probably could, so I'm gonna switch back now. Okay, so I'm sure you guys heard of this robot by now. The robot that, it was made in Japan and sent into space. Kirobo is the world's first talking robot sent into space. Japan have launched the world's first talking robot into space to serve as a companion to astronaut. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. I'll just take a stab at it. Kohi Wakata, who will begin his mission in November. The android took off from the island of Tanegashima in an unmanned rocket, also carrying supplies for crew on board the International Space Station. It's 13 inches, wow. Kirobo is due to arrive at the ISS on 9th of August. So that's it's not far off. It's like a couple of days. It's also carrying drinking water, food, clothing and work supplies. This is the unmanned rocket. And 6 permanent crew members based at the ISS. So it's pretty cool. This is something you guys remember, well, probably not many of you actually remember it happening. You probably weren't around, but there was I think it was in somewhere in the 60s. They sent the first things, living creatures to go up in space were animals, like a monkey and a dog. Can't remember their names exactly, but this is next level stuff. This, I think it's a complete different shelf when it comes to technological development and using our strengths of making artificial intelligence to help out with these space missions. So I think that's pretty cool. I will, as always, post links to these in the description of every episode. Next topic. Tourist breaks off finger off 600-year-old statue. This is really funny. So this tourist went onto I think it's a statue of the Virgin Mary. It's huge. You see pictures of it you don't actually see them in the article, not that I can see. But they're on the Google News page, and it was humongous. I think it was a guy. Was it a guy? Well, let's read into it. Rome. Most museums do not allow visitors to touch displayed artifacts or objects fearing fearing for damages on the artwork. A simple rule must come into effect: to look but not to touch. Huffington Post reports that an American tourist recently chopped off a finger off a statue at the Museo dell'Opera del Duomo in Firenze in Italy. Gee, that was a mouthful. Reports suggest that the Corriere Fiorentino, a 55-year-old Missouri man, was measuring the right hand of the ancient artwork when it accidentally snapped the pinky limb off. However, a security officer manning the museum where the 600-year-old piece is housed reacted swiftly, but a moment too late. Yeah, how could you react to that? A huge pinky is in the form of a rock is coming crashing down. I don't think there's much to do. What is he gonna I don't know, use his body to try and cushion the fall? I'm not too sure as to how, like, what they meant by reacted swiftly. But yeah, that's pretty humorous though. Because, well, don't get me wrong. It's pretty sad that this I don't know, cultural arc is now flawed, but this guy, the museum director guy, Timothy Burden, says that there's been a bunch of things that have happened to this statue already, like over the years, which is kind of, I mean, it's understandable. It is 600 years old. He said, I quote, "The plaster finger was one of the several restorations made to the Virgin Mary statue throughout the years, although experts are working to decide the extent of the damage." So yeah, this is just one of the many things wrong with this statue, and it suggests here that it was like a plaster restoration. So, I mean, I'm not really sure. Did they actually try and like replace the pinky with just like a plaster cast? I'm not too sure what it means by that. In another incident prior this one, a Chinese tourist ignited outrage after the teen defaced an Egyptian temple by engraving "Ding Jinhao was here" onto a wall. Oh, Jesus. That is crazy. You do not write that on a freaking... Oh, wow. On an Egyptian temple. Nice. Well, I guess he made his mark, you know? But that's pretty funny. Because, I mean, you don't... Engraving... Ding... Well, at least they know who the hell did it, so... But that's pretty crazy. I mean, even the... Like, even like a 10-year-old could know that you just don't do that to an Egyptian temple. Well, I only got like 2 articles today. There's not much like happening in terms of cool stuff. Yeah, well, there's actually this British bat, 1 in just 1,000. Hey Brits, keep an eye out for this little critter. It may be your last chance. The grey long-eared bat is one of the rarest mammals in the UK, and there may be only 1,000 left in the country. It does look pretty epic. It has huge ears. It seems like it has like 2 ears, like one small and then like this kind of satellite dish behind it. Bats have always been really cool, like really fascinating to me. I remember where I used to live, there was this broken down old building which no one like came in or out of, and one day like the doors of the building weren't shut, like it was always locked out from the outside, but that like this particular day there was these like two kind of, I don't know, gang looking guys. They had like from what I remember, they had like leather coats and shit. It was like the Matrix or something. And yeah, they're probably like trying to hide a body in there or something. But like the door was open and I walked up to it and like went inside and had this Bruce Wayne moment where like there was like a bunch of bats at the top of the staircase and they were just like flying all around. Bats have always been like really fascinating to me, just because I like how they use ultrasound. Like they can't even see properly. Like they have to rely on sound waves, which is crazy for us humans. Well, I mean that I'm pretty sure I've heard of some cases where people like have been able to rely on their other senses when their eyes fail to work. And it's like pretty crazy how adaptable we are when we get deprived of certain senses. Like, I mean, I'm not sure every single blind person could figure that out, but I'm willing to bet that there's a good chance if you focus enough on the crafts, then you could probably be able to know your way around just by using your hearing, or something like that. That must be a, like, because I see like blind people usually like with canes and stuff. But that, I mean, there must be some kind of change. Maybe there is, the hearing gets more acute and they can pick sound up more often. Like, they can pick sound up from surfaces. Yeah, but I think it's amazing how we can adapt to our senses. We're just a bit too lazy. Just like right now, we have all of the senses we need, and it seems to be enough for us. But I can bet that if ever came a time where like we'd lose our eyesight or something, we could probably adapt to that in a short amount of time. Yeah, here's so that's the bat thing. Wow, I just went completely off the topic of bats. Yeah, I was gonna talk about this guy who this surgeon lied to this cancer patient about like removing her brain tumor. Yeah, it was a she. So this guy like makes false papers and just straight up tells this woman like, yeah, I cured your brain tumor, it's all right now, when she still had it. Here's what I think this guy tries to accomplish, and it's probably not that, but I think that he tried to like do a placebo kind of thing on her. Like he tried to tell her that, yeah, that's you're cured, and then by that she was like she would actually be cured of the brain tumor, which I don't know if the placebo effect can go as far as like cancer. But I do know that, like, from what I've read, that it can stop terminal illnesses. So I don't see why not. It's probably not what he was trying to achieve. Probably just tried to. Well, I mean, I don't really understand why you'd want a lie to a person about like such a thing. Let's read the article just quickly. Manuel Labram lied to the woman and her husband as well as colleagues about the operation and forged documents to pretend the cancer had been removed. He even told her GP shouldn't need any further treatment. The woman, referred to as patient A, eventually had to seek private medical care, but by that stage she was told the tumour was inoperable. See, that's pretty bad. And she's due to give evidence at the hearing about what happened when she was under Labram's care. I think now it's coming clear that this guy he just wants the money and not do any of the actual work. Pretty disgusting, if you ask me. The GMC does not know why Mr. Labram told Mr. and Mrs. A the Layson had been removed, but there is no doubt he did so, and what he said was clearly untrue, and he knew it was untrue. So here it is. The only explanation is he was being dishonest. So I think there's more than that. He can't. That's not even an explanation, to be honest. So what I did there. being dishonest is not an explanation for something. Like, I lied. Why did you lie? You know, like there must be an actual like reason as to why he found it fit to lie to his cancer patient about this. But yeah, this is like I'm not kind of not too keen on these kinds of articles, because it's like there's much cooler stuff going on which like could be said, but but these kind of stories and like killing stories, it's like you can look on your just switch to your daily news and you can get these. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to keep this one short and sweet, just because I don't want it to be too long and then have it rendering, and the upload might take longer, so I want to get it uploaded as soon as I can. So yeah, that was episode 26. I hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to Narnia. That's happening on Friday. And yeah, see you guys next week. Bye.